Hello everyone, welcome back to day 15 of our 16-day long California road trip. If you missed the last episode, we visit the amazing Redwood National Park for the very first time. That same night, we drove all the way down to San Francisco in order to have an early start the next morning. Today was our big coastal exploration day, starting at the Golden Gate Bridge before making our way towards Big Sur and the iconic Highway 1. Our first sight when we woke up was the aforementioned Golden Gate Bridge, one of the most impressive feats of modern architecture in the United States. This is far and away one of the most iconic bridges in the world and the perfect way to start our morning. Within the Golden Gate National Recreational Area, which is administered by the National Park Service, there's plenty of viewpoints that you can drive to and stare in awe at the bridge. You also get an amazing backdrop of San Francisco's skyline, which has to be one of the most impressive skylines in the entire country. Not to mention, the waters beneath you are shockingly blue for city water. After taking in various angles of the Golden Gate Bridge, we crossed it to get inside of the city. I wanted to take my brothers to Twin Peaks, a place I had been a few years back where you get some of the best views possible of San Francisco. You capture the skyline, windy roads of the city, and the Golden Gate Bridge all in one view. After a nice meal in the city at Grapevine, we were off to Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, one of my favorite spots on the California coast. As a roller coaster enthusiast who has a YouTube channel devoted to theme parks, I can tell you that Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk is one of the most charming boardwalk parks around. They currently offer 3 roller coasters, 2 of which I had not ridden before. These include a Myler manufacturer junior coaster called Sea Serpent that actually had some cool elevation change and decent airtime for its size. There's also Undertow, a Mauer spinning coaster that follows the same layout as many others I've ridden around the country. This one does get bonus points though for being right on the water and providing great views. I really enjoyed how smooth Undertow ran, and the spinning feature adds a whole new dynamic to the ride experience. The best reason to visit this seaside park is for Giant Dipper, a Frederick Church wooden roller coaster built in 1924. The ride was designated a National Historic Landmark by the National Park Service due to its historical significance and almost 100-year-old age. Now, despite the fact that it's been around forever, Giant Dipper runs shockingly smooth and provides a great ride experience. There's lots of airtime and lateral G-forces, not to mention the speed maintains itself very well. Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk is a fun place to visit for a couple hours as the park has a kinetic atmosphere and beautiful location on the beach. With that being said, it was time for the true highlight of our day, Big Sur. Accessed by California's incredible Highway 1, Big Sur is one of the most beautiful coastlines I've ever seen. The water is some of the bluest and most turquoise in the country, hitting the rugged rock formations and hills of the area. We made our initial stop at the Bixby Creek Bridge, another one of the most beautiful bridges I've seen. It has an unbelievable setting right there on the water and a stunning open arch design. Because it was Memorial Day, parking was scarce and crowds were busy, but this didn't stop us from enjoying the bridge. We took in the Bixby Creek Bridge for about a half hour, admiring its gorgeous aesthetic. It was then time for us to cross and carry on to our most anticipated spot in Big Sur. Just before entering Julia Pfeiffer State Park, there should be free parking right alongside the road where you can avoid a fee and enjoy an additional view of the coastline. This view offered some of the most turquoise waters I had seen while in Big Sur. But just a short walk away, the reason we came was right there in front of us, Midway Falls. Truth be told, there is nothing quite like Midway Falls anywhere else in the world. This waterfall is quaint and not very big, but appears so elegant due to its positioning in Midway Cove. The way it hits the sand before gently flowing towards the water is a sight you'll have to see for yourself. By walking past the sign of Julia Pfeiffer State Park, you'll be able to walk through a tunnel underneath Highway 1 to get some of the best views possible of Midway Falls. While there, we were also lucky enough to see a turkey vulture flying above the walkway, which was a welcome sight. Our last stop before making the 2.5-hour drive to Pinnacles National Park was Pfeiffer Big Sur State Park. This is one of the state's many redwood tree parks, which I was shocked to see in a place like Big Sur. We had just wrapped up 2 days at Redwood National Park to the north and assumed we were done seeing redwoods for the remaining duration of the trip. That said, the second you turn into Pfeiffer Big Sur State Park, the trees come in force and are immediately very tall. A quick tip is, as with Julia Pfeiffer State Park, I'd recommend parking alongside the road just outside of park premises to avoid paying a fee. You just walk a little longer to wherever you're going, but who can complain when you have some of the world's tallest trees towering overhead? What we came to the park for was Pfeiffer Falls Trail, an easy 1.3-mile out and back trail featuring redwood trees and a small waterfall. The trail is very well maintained with a bridge traveling over a creek and plenty of shade under the redwoods. Then when you reach Pfeiffer Falls, you'll be greeted with a 60-foot drop-down rock and moss. I actually really liked how this fall flowed down to the bottom, even if it is just a few ribbons of water. The hike in totality was quite scenic, so definitely stop by if you're visiting Big Sur. Anyways, that concludes our day on the Central California coast. We had a lot of fun seeing Big Sur for the first time. It's an absolutely beautiful place with some of the prettiest ocean water you can imagine. The next video is the last episode of the series and takes place at visit the remote Pinnacles National Park. Make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications so that you don't miss that video when it drops in just a few days. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye guys.